This one will be a long one, guys, so I'll talk fast. In Moonlighter, you play as a man named Will that sets out to restore his family's shop, the Moonlighter, by defeating monsters in dungeons and then selling the loot. Moonlighter is what I would call a roguelike light shop sim light. Not a single side of the game is complex enough to function as its own game, however when combined it's a decent casual game for casual people like me! Controls. Its controls are a bit weird on the keyboard, which is why the game advises you to use a controller. You use J for interacting with the world, and K, J are also your attack buttons. There is no mouse support. At first I thought that the control scheme would feel really awkward when coupled with WASD movement, but it feels pretty natural. My only complaint is that when moving objects in your inventory it's kind of time consuming, as each tile that you want to move you need to press a button. If you want to pick up one item from the stack you press J, if you want to pick up all of the items from that stack you hold J, but for anything in between you mash that J button. However, I would say that it plays perfectly well on a keyboard, honestly. Dungeoneering. Unlike something like Binding of Isaac, this game is fairly forgiving, which I like, but it does make it a bad roguelike. If you die to an enemy, you lose every item that's not in your nice top row of your inventory. However, the game always lets you try again. Unlike Reciteer, there's no time limit, so you can just try again as much as you want. It only feels risky when you pile a bunch of really good stuff in your inventory, but you're telling yourself, just one more room, what's the worst that can happen? I've died quite a few times, but I kinda made a point to not carry health potions. When I did the last boss of the first dungeon, I had looted 5 health potions and found that for the most part I can just soak the hits and stand there smacking him. It is also worth noting that the game's difficulty is normal, hard, very hard. Hard feels like normal to me, so honestly, don't be scared by that. Shop system. You set your items for a random price, you watch the reaction of your shoppers. The reaction will either be so bad that they won't buy, bad enough that the item's demand decreases, that one is the worst one, ideal price, or too cheap. The reactions will be recorded in your log, so really it's a game about finding the perfect price. Later in game, thieves can appear in your shop and you have to deal with them as soon as they take an item. You have to press space to beat them up and get the item back. So your sale day will consist of running to the stalls to change prices and restock stalled items, watching for thieves and going back to the register to complete the sale. Upgrade system. You earn money to spend money upgrading your armor and weapons, upgrading the town with more useful vendors, and upgrading your shop. The end goal is to beat the big bad guy after 4 other dungeons. Each dungeon has 3 floors. They are randomly generated. Overall, I'm kinda biased because I'm really enjoying this game. This game is casual enough that it is perfect for me. However, I have to admit that you can cheese the game pretty easily by using lots of health potions. It's also not very complex in either the shop system or the fighting system. Some reviews reacted with, well, what's the point in continuing after you see what you will be doing the whole day? For me, I have the desire to upgrade everything and see every unique boss and dungeon, so I'm one happy bunny. Overall, I'll give this game a 7 out of 10, because even though I really like Moonlighter, there are complexity and balancing issues that bring the score down. If you want to get Moonlighter for yourself, follow the link in the description to get it from Green Man Gaming. Wink wink. And you know, it kinda helps my channel out a bit. So yeah, so that's my whole opinion on Moonlighter. I personally like it. I can see the problems with it. You can probably decide for yourself whether you like it or not, either from this video or reading other reviews or looking at pictures. It's kinda cutesy. Thank you for watching.